Alright, so today we're masking off some eaves. And remember I talked about using shields on eaves and sometimes to mask it. So if you look here, when you're going to spray the gutter, we're going to lay shields on top. That's what we've been doing all the way around. And spray the gutter. It's better to have it masked. And you're doing the eaves and stucco different colors like this is, right? It's better to have that masked off, because now you can spray the fascia and underneath the fascia and not worry about blowing off too much, because it'll hit that paper. So when it's like this, when you got this kind of setup, it is much faster to mask. Okay, there's times when I tell you guys to use not mask and use a shield. This is not one of them. This is one where you're going to be faster when you mask. So there's times to do that. And I don't say I never do that. I say typically I do without masking. So like usually I'll go through these eaves and I'll just spray and get paint right on the stucco and I'll be a little more conscientious than I am right now. If you can see, I've got a lot on the paper. I'll get it to where there's only that much on the stucco. Okay, use a little bit smaller tip because I'm using a 515 because I'm doing bigger eaves to speed myself up on that. Okay, on the larger 2'6" eaves. All right, or 2 foot, or are they 2'6"? I think the larger eaves, it's faster to use the bigger tip, right? Especially when it's hot, like right now in the sun right here, it's brutal. So this is where I'm showing you guys that it's faster to mask sometimes. Now this wall, I might not myself, but since we got guys here to mask, we might as well just mask it all, right? So anyway, that's when it's time to mask it. Sometimes it isn't. So another thing I want to show you guys, a little rant today, and that's something that really ticks me off. People that make these things need to be a painter. These Trimaco shields, they used to make them without this little handle. That is ridiculous. What do you need a handle for? Tell me in the comments, why do you use a handle when you can hold it just like that? Why do I need a handle? It's ridiculous. Maybe it's for their shield holder or something like that, which if you're using a pole and a shield holder, you're wasting a lot of time, because you got to clip that shield on the holder. Should be using a handgun and a shield and hold it just like that. All right, so that's how you normally do it. Handgun, no pole, and a shield. All right guys, so yesterday we just did the eaves. No fascias are done, just the gutters. We're gonna take down the numbers, repaint them black. Then the garage doors are gonna get, look at this from last guy. Masked all these. These are plastic on that one. But masked all these and got paint on the glass. You know, all you do is you just tuck your paper behind there. You just pick these up a little bit, take little pieces of paper, shove it behind there, and you can avoid that. It looks disgusting, but we don't get to fix it. That's the last guy. So then, when we're doing it, we're taking the lights apart, painting them black. See, right here. Each one apart, paint it black. And put them back up. Fascia boards are all painted on the sides with the gutters. It's all done with, put cardboard shields on top and spray. Of course, I didn't do that because I didn't film that because having a GoPro on when you're trying to do that under the eaves, and then you're whipping around going to this side, back and forth, just too hard to do. So I didn't film that yesterday. So anyway. And then, so this here, Trimaco, yeah, the Trimaco and those things, they just really piss me off. I don't know why they put those holes in there, But we're gonna mask this, spray that. This is pure white that's on the trim here, so we don't usually like to use it, but that's what he had on here before, so we're just gonna stick with it. So we're gonna cover the top with plastic. And see, on this one, what I was gonna say is look how high it is. Okay, here's my hand. You're still another foot away. So this is when you use a spray pole, guys. So you could ladder and spray it, but man, that's a lot of laddering. This is a big patio cover. So we're gonna have the whole top covered up. We got the ground covered up. It's enamel. So you should have all that covered up anyway when you're spraying satin. We're using satin again because, or eggshell, because that's what they used last time. I don't typically recommend using that on these because if there's a little bit of wood leak in there and water gets inside there, it's gonna peel off. But when it's already sealed like it is now, there's nothing you can do. So I like to use flat, but when it's already done enamel, we'll just stay with it. That's what he wants, so we'll just stay with that. And the fascia boards still got to get painted there, over there. Chimney obviously not done. This side, I think this is over a 50-foot wall. I think it's 60 feet from here to there, because my spray line wouldn't reach all the way, the 50-foot line. I had my rig right here and I couldn't get all the way over. So it's about 60, 65 feet or so. All that's all done. So anyway, they did the stucco before I got here. I just came in to help them out for a couple days because we're only working till noon, guys. That's it. Noon, 12 o'clock, we're out of here. It's just too hot. Out in California, it gets hot. This is almost the desert. That's all we do. Work early, go home early. Talk to you a bit later. This one we got the walls all covered up. Got enamel, so I don't know what we're gonna do out here. We could hang drops over the side, huh? Could put drops up there and staple them and then just let them fall down. Just to keep, if you get a little bit of gust of wind or something. And we use this method here. Staple, cardboard, roll up the plastic, put it through several layers. So that when you go to pull it up, you don't pull just the plastic all apart. So anyway, the whole top's all covered up. And we spray upward. Top's already been done. Usually we'll do the same thing on the bottom. Cover up the bottom, spray down. Cover up the top, spray up. Done. That's how we do the patio covers. Yep. One edge first. Do the edge, let that dry. Do these edges here. All this direction once. Let this dry. And then while that's drying, I'll shoot all this, see? Now we're not worried about blowing off of anything because everything's covered up. Sides, it's enamel, so everything's gonna, wherever it lands, it's staying. So you gotta make sure you contain it all. Great, guys. Instead of using regular paper, rosin paper. Why? Just try it. You'll find out why. It just slides right in there. Goes up behind here. You can just push this out. Shove it up in there. And it doesn't tear like the other one does, so a little faster. Guys, again, rosin paper. Just tape down your little pieces or whatever. Shove it in there. It's 10 times as fast as regular paper. Your windows are all masked off. Be ready in a couple minutes. Alright guys, this is what it looks like after. Looks good. Not gonna do the, not gonna film the top though. I mean, we still gonna go up there and roll another coat on there. But yeah, everything's all done. Sprayed out, clean the ground. No paint on the ground, but still gonna check it out before we leave. That's it for that, guys. That's it for this little job. We'll be back tomorrow, though. I'm not going to be here, though. Let them finish it up.